माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, कलका माता की जय, कलका माता की जय, कलका माता की जय.
Defense stocks in focus as India's defense production hits record rupees 1.5 lakh crore in FY25. Exports also at new high. Defense stocks are likely to be in focus on Monday after India's defense production surged to an all-time high of rupees 1,50,590 crore in FY25, marking an 18% jump from rupees 1.27 lakh crore in the previous year and a 90% leap since FY20. Announcing the milestone on Saturday, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh credited the achievement to the collective efforts of the Department of Defense Production, Defense Public Sector Undertakings, DPSUs, state-owned manufacturers and private industry. This is a clear indicator of India's strengthening defense industrial base, he said in a post on X. Public sector leads, private sector gains ground. Official data shows DPSUs and other public sector units accounted for about 77% of total output, while the private sector contributed 23%, up from 21% a year earlier. Production grew 16% in the public sector and 28% in the private sector during the year. Policy push and indigenization drive growth. Officials attributed the robust growth to policy reforms, improved ease of doing business, and a decade-long push for indigenization under the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. These measures have encouraged domestic manufacturing, reduced import dependence, and built capacity for exports. Exports touched record rupees 23,622 crore in FY25, up 12% from rupees 21,833 crore a year earlier. The growth underscores India's rising profile as a global supplier of defense equipments. Stocks recommendations. Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) Chairman Dr. Sameer V. Kamath said the numbers reflect the strength of India's R&D and manufacturing base. Going ahead, this number will keep increasing, he said, citing the confidence the industry now has in producing systems domestically for assured procurement. With both public and private manufacturers expanding capacity, bolstered by supportive policies and foreign demand, the sector is expected to maintain its upward trajectory in the coming years.
Adani Defence to acquire 100% stake in Indamer Technics in MRO growth bid. Adani Defence and Aerospace on Monday announced that it has, in partnership with Prime Aero, signed a definitive agreement to acquire 100% ownership of Indamer Technics Private Limited (ITPL), a private sector maintenance, repair and overhaul company. The investment will be made through Horizon Aero Solutions Limited, a 50-50 joint venture between Adani Defence and Aerospace and Prime Aero, which is owned by Prajay Patel, director of Indamer Technics, the company stated. ITPL operates a facility in Nagpur's MIHAN Special Economic Zone, covering 120,000 square meters and housing 15 aircraft bays across 10 hangars, the company said, adding that ITPL is approved by India's Directorate General of Civil Aviation (DGCA), the United States Federal Aviation Administration (FAA), and other international regulators. It provides services including lease return checks, heavy sea checks, structural repairs, and aircraft painting for Indian and global clients, the statement added. The company, however, did not disclose the amount at which the deal is proposed to be executed. This comes months after the Adani Group acquired an 85.1% stake in Airworks India, India's largest privately owned aviation services and MRO company, in a 400 crore rupee deal. The developments come as part of the company's plan to expand in the aircraft services and MRO segment. Following the addition of Airworks to our portfolio, this acquisition further strengthens our capabilities and footprint in the MRO segment and reinforces our position as the largest private sector MRO player in the country, said Ashish Rajvanshi, Chief Executive Officer CEO of Adani Defence and Aerospace. We are excited to partner with Adani Defence and Aerospace to take Indamer Technics to new heights. This collaboration brings together deep-rooted engineering excellence with robust infrastructure and growth capital, said Patel, Director of Indamer Technics and Prime Aero.
Indian Navy to commission 2 frontline stealth frigates on August 26. The Indian Navy will commission 2 state-of-the-art stealth frigates, INS Udaygiri and INS Himgiri, at Visakhapatnam on August 26. According to the Ministry of Defence, this will be the first time that 2 major surface combatants built by separate Indian shipyards will be inducted into service simultaneously. While INS Udaygiri, the second vessel in the Project 17A class of stealth frigates, was built by Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited (MDL) Mumbai, INS Himgiri is the first P-17A frigate constructed by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers (GRSE) Kolkata. This milestone showcases the success of the Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat initiatives in the defense sector, the Defense Ministry said. Udaygiri is the second P-17A frigate from MDL, while Himgiri is GRSE's first under the project. Notably, Udaygiri is also the 100th ship designed by the Navy's Warship Design Bureau. Displacing around 6,700 tons, the P-17A frigates are about 5% larger than the Shivalik class, but feature a sleeker hull form with a reduced radar signature. Powered by combined diesel or gas propulsion systems and managed through an integrated platform management system, the ships carry a mix of supersonic surface-to-surface missiles, medium-range surface-to-air missiles, a 76 gun, close-in weapon systems, and anti-submarine weapons. Their construction drew on an ecosystem of over 200 MSMEs, generating around 4,000 direct and 10,000 indirect jobs. Both vessels have completed sea trials covering hull performance, propulsion, firefighting, navigation and communication systems. The commissioning comes in a year of multiple indigenous inductions, including destroyer ILS Surat, frigate INS Nilgiri, submarine INS Wagshir, ASW craft INS Arnala, and diving support vessel INS Nistar. The August 26 ceremony is part of India's push to expand its domestically built warship fleet, aimed at reducing reliance on foreign suppliers and strengthening maritime capabilities in the Indian Ocean region.
India prepares to field new Zorawar light tank. India's Defence Research and Development Organization, DRDO, has completed development trials of its new generation Zorawar light tank and will begin user trials in September 2025, DRDO Chief Dr. Sameer V. Kamath said. The Zorawar, developed jointly by DRDO and L&T, is designed to meet the Indian Army's requirement for a highly mobile, combat-capable platform suited to high-altitude and mountainous operations. The program was initiated after the 2020 Galwan Valley clash between India and China exposed the operational limitations of India's heavier T-72 and T-90 tanks in high-altitude border regions. China's deployment of its Type 15 light tank in the same year underscored the need for an Indian equivalent. The Zorawar's design prioritizes mobility in difficult terrain. It is powered by a 750 horsepower diesel engine from US-based Cummins, with some reports suggesting a possible 1000 horsepower variant. This delivers a power-to-weight ratio of about 30 horsepower per ton, enabling road speeds up to 65 kilometers per hour. The tank is built on a newly designed tracked chassis with 6 road wheels per side, rubber tracks, and a fixed-cylinder hydropneumatic suspension for stability and off-road performance. It also features detachable flotation kits and a water-jet propulsion system, giving it amphibious capability with a maximum fording depth of 1.5 meters. The Zorawar mounts a Belgian John Cockerill 31052 2% turret armed with a 105mm high-pressure rifled gun capable of firing armor-piercing, high-explosive and guided munitions. The turret incorporates an autoloader with capacity for 12 to 16 ready rounds. Elevation ranges from -10 to +42 degrees and traverse is a full 360 degrees. Secondary armament includes a 7.62mm coaxial machine gun and a 12.7mm NSVT heavy machine gun in a remote weapon station with an automatic fire control system. Some configurations appear to feature an anti-tank guided missile launcher or twin loitering munition pods for close-range and anti-air applications. Fire control is based on French systems, including the Paseo modular stabilized optronic sighting system for both commander and gunner with hunter-killer capability and independent elevation and 360-degree rotation for the commander's sight. The turret can withstand 25mm cannon fire at 500 meters. The hull offers protection against 14.5mm heavy machine gun rounds. The tank can be fitted with modular add-on armor to meet NATO STANAG 4569 Level 4 ballistic standards.
Additional defensive features include a laser warning system linked to multi-purpose smoke grenade launchers, which can deploy obscurants or fragmentation grenades. DRDO has indicated that future upgrades may integrate an active protection system. The Indian Army has placed an initial order of 59 Zorawar tanks with a long-term plan that could see up to 300 units procured. Full induction is projected for 2027, with the goal of forming 7 light tank regiments, each equipped with 45 vehicles. DRDO describes the Zorawar as a major step in India's efforts to field a domestically produced light tank, integrating advanced components and technology from multiple international sources. The design aims to combine mobility and firepower for operations in challenging terrain.